So good morning, Juke Out fam. It is July 11, 2020, and I'm here to give you a summary of what it's been like for me to not eat food for the past 21 days. So victory is very nigh. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and I finally get to chew something for the first time at 5 p.m. Anxiously awaiting. I've had a refrigerator full of water and things. Been real empty, but that changed yesterday. So anyhow, you may have, remembered I had tried to start fasting back in April, but only made it to day 6. And I announced I was going to do the fast too. That was my way of accountability. I hated going back online and saying I didn't make it, right? But didn't feel led to approach it that way. I would love to tell y'all that this was a holy and consecrated fast. It was deeply spiritual, but honestly, it was not. I'm dealing with some health issues that I don't want to share right now at this moment, and so I was mostly motivated to finally push through with the fast because of those things, because I believe in the very high healing capacity of fasting, the physical aspects of fasting. So I wanted to jumpstart my healing process for the thing I'm dealing with. So that was mostly the reason why. True to form, the first week was a doozy. The headaches, you name it. Ended up having to call off 1 or 2 days from work because it was just horrific. But that's the name of the game. You got to push through. It normally kicks my butt around day 3 and 4. Finally made it to the other side. And then, of course, it's always the mental. So because the body, your stomach will do what you tell it to do. And it finally gets gets the message, and it will stop asking you for food. You just have to continue to replenish yourself with water, stay hydrated at all times. So that's what I did. I drank water, spring water, coconut water, but I did dilute cranberry juice. Half the mornings I've gotten up and added chlorophyll to my water. And I have had some veggie broth or sometimes too, knowing that I needed the potassium and the sodium from it to stave off any headaches. So it hasn't been pure, like water only. No, that has not been the case. The whole point that I am, glad and I will celebrate is the fact that I made it with absolutely no food, but definitely the hydration part. And I have been able to carry on as normal. For the most part, what also has been part of the making it through is making sure that I did not have a crowded schedule, that I only did what I had pre-committed to do, because when I made the commitment, I hadn't planned to be fasting during that time. So I did have a couple popcorn events that I did do. It mentally took me out just knowing I had to do all this doggone work, but I made it through. But I have been doing a lot of sleeping, a lot of napping. Typically during the workday, I would be doing something on my lunch break. Man, listen, I have been about the power of the nap and sleeping. I'm like in bed 8, 9 o'clock. It's really been, I've been allowing myself to rest. As far as maybe the mental and spiritual aspect, I can't say that my prayer life has increased exponentially, no. I will say that my dreams have been very vivid. I have been able to recall them. I have been able to get some warnings that really took me out. So I had to share them with the people that it affected. I have not watched television at all. I did watch a lot of YouTube, but it was mostly sermons, mostly people that I admire that are inspirational, but definitely no deliberate entertainment. Now, what I wanted to do, but I definitely did not heed to, was the social media. Although I didn't make a lot of posts, I did catch myself scrolling a lot. So even though I took the apps off my phone, it was still on my iPad. And so I did scroll a lot, which means that some videos did peep in my thing, and I did, watch a couple of videos. So wasn't a purist to the letter, but falling back off of watching any kind of, Netflix or anything on Peacock or something, which means that I did have a lot of time. So I've gotten a lot done productivity wise on my plate, because there was nothing centered around food, because you guys know I'm a foodie. I love to eat, and I'm deliberate about, I don't eat a lot of fast junk, but I do like to prepare a lot, and it's a ritual for me, right? So without having with having that time open, and without being able to entertain myself with anything like on TV, I got a lot done. So that was really great. What am I taking away from this? I believe in the power of fasting, and kind of like what I had felt like I've been called to start doing was to be high raw or 100% raw. I felt that unction back in March, and of course I fought it. And I had to realize that I had been becoming a junk food vegan a lot, and it was taking its toll on my body. And so while I'm not going to sit here and say I'm swearing off some of those junk food comfort foods, it will be more sparing. What I am going to do, at least my endeavor, is to be raw or almost 100% raw for the next 30 days. So I like to stay in that vein. It's a day-by-day moment for me, okay? So my goal is to say, Shaniera, you can do high raw, right? And I am prepared. So I position myself to win. I'm prepared with raw stuff. And I got me a dehydrator. So whoop-de-doo, that's my first dehydrator. You guys are going to see some videos. I did a test run of it. So this is new and fun for me. And I can't wait to show you what raw food I made for the first time with my blender that I'm going to break my fast with later. So stick with me on this journey. And I think that's it. Oh, one last thing, because it's always interesting to me how this happens. I started my cycle on Friday, literally like right on time. Wasn't delayed, wasn't early. And it caught me out the blue, if you will, because normally I know it's coming because I can feel the changes in my lower extremity. It's going to start with a headache, that sort of thing. And then the cycle itself it hits me hard. I'm a 3-day girl, but the blood is thick, all that kind of thing. All I got was this big red spot in my undies. So I break out the pads, do that sort of thing. When I tell you that I spotted that one spot on Friday, nothing happened Saturday. Nothing happened Sunday. Not a cramp, not a nothing, not a spot. So I was like, why am I wearing these things? Is that what my period is going to be? Now, normally it's light on a cycle, but the fact I spotted and nothing happened, this was new. So I decided not to wear a pad to bed. Well, I woke up in the middle of the night feeling wet. And I go to the bathroom, and it's some blood. It's a light flow. But I have absolutely no symptoms. So it goes to show you just how processing food, digesting food, what we eat, how it affects our bodies a great deal, and particularly with women in our bodies. I recommend everybody fast. 1, 3 days, 7 days. Do your level, but it's absolutely essential. It's going to be uncomfortable for most, but your body is going to thank you for it. And I'm praising God right now for the victory closing in on me in the next 8 or 9 hours. All right, that's enough talking. Shout out to you if you made it 10 minutes in watching this whole video. All right, can't wait to post you later. Bye.